a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle.
Well, hello, and a good morning to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live, the morning edition on a Monday morning. We do have a lot to talk about per usual. So, Megan Thee Stallion was overseas and did some things overseas, and we're going to talk about that. She looked gorgeous, as she often does, so we'll talk about that. Lizzo turned down gigs. What now? Why would Lizzo be turning down gigs when she needs all that money for her lawsuits? Allegedly. Michael Jordan doing some big things. Something very historic with him is happening. I'll tell you more about that. Y'all, this person here, Cornelius M. Green, when y'all hear what this brother did, thank God I went to school when I did, because what is going on in these schools? Elon Musk, the person destroying Twitter and everything in between in the world. Y'all, something going on with Tesla and black people I'll tell you about, and then Mark Robinson. Y'all, this story's so ridiculous. I gotta tell y'all about it, just so that way y'all know how sad it is going to be for the election coming up. Higher is waiting. Low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. Lord help me. You see the virtual tour background. You hear the virtual tour music, and then there is me. Hi, everybody. Good morning to you. It is 2 minutes after. Now it's 11:03. 3 minutes after 11 a.m. Glad to have all of you here. Oh, Lord. Let's do what we do, yo, because it's time to go on tour. I can't do that. All right. Here we go, y'all. This comes to us from rollingout.com. Megan Thee Stallion goes viral for presenting Anime of the Year award. Rapper has fun time indulging in hobby overseas. Megan Thee Stallion went viral for her appearance at the 2024 Crunchyroll Anime Awards in Tokyo, Japan on March 2nd. The rapper, a Houston native, is known for her love of anime, as it is a major factor in her brand. At the award show, the Stallion came out on stage to present the Anime of the Year award to Jotsuka-san. According to anime fans on social media, she appeared as Bruno Bucati, one of the main characters from the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, part 5, Vento Arturo. So here she is here.
I'm so excited. Okay. First of all, congratulations to all of the honorees tonight. This was such an amazing year for anime, and it's a testament to the talented creators seated in this room tonight. And shout out to all the anime fans watching all around the world. I love that they get the chance to vote with these awards, and we really get to find out what the fans are vibing to. Now, it is my honor to present Anime of the Year.
She did that thing. She did, and she has been loving anime for a very, very long time. And so that is Bruno there, and she did her thing. She did her thing for sure. The clip of the Stallion walking onto the stage and presenting the award got 1 million views on Twitter in less than 5 hours. I'm never calling it that because it's not that. No one actually calls that in real life. Okay. First of all, I'm so excited. The Stallion said when she first arrived at the microphone. First of all, congratulations to all the honorees tonight. This was such an amazing year for anime. It was a testament to the talented creators see in this room tonight. And shout out to all the anime fans for watching from all around the world. I love the chance they get to vote on these awards, and we get to see what the fans are really vibing to. She also spoke about her love for anime on the red carpet, where she watches the genre of television in her free time to unwind. She enjoys the action of anime, and one of her favorite animes is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So here we go with this.
It definitely got to be it has to be action. Like, as soon as the anime come on, I want to see the city getting towed up. Like, the city needs to be destroyed, like, on the first go. I need to understand why you're mad. What is the character development story? What are we going through? Take me on that ride with you. Off the top, I'm picking people from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because they got all the style and they just got all the swag. So I'm gonna pick Jotaro Kujo and I'm gonna pick Bujarati because my boy be moving. A comfort anime that I put on when I'm having a bad day. I definitely can throw on Inuyasha or Yu Yu Hakusho. I definitely will fall asleep to Yu Yu Hakusho like that. Yes, Yu Yu Hakusho is my comfort anime. Gojo. Because Gojo could do anything. So yeah, he got to back me up in my freestyle battle. And he's gonna win. Sorry.
I love that smile on her face for sure. WWE superstar Mercedes Fernando was also in attendance there. She also cosplayed as JoJo from the award-winning Jutsu Kaisen. So there she is there. Listen, I love it. I mean, honestly, anime is such a big genre. I don't watch it too often, but I have a immense respect for the genre. I remember Samurai Jack for me, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Koli Yoko. There was a thing called Toonami. For those of you who may not remember what Toonami was, it was basically let's just look it up. I'll show y'all. But Toonami was basically a blog where they showed different animes. It was really, really amazing. Here we go, Toonami. It was a late night block, and it was absolutely incredible right here. So Toonami initially ran as a weekday afternoon block on Cartoon Network from 1997 to 2004, and then transitioned into a Saturday evening format until its final airing 4 years later. In its original run from 1997 to 2008, the block was known for showcasing action-oriented animation with a heavy focus on Japanese animation, which widely became popular with American audiences. Toonami is recognized for its distinctive space-themed backdrop, anime music videos, and drum and bass soundtrack, and the robot host was named Tom, short for Toonami Operations Module. And then in May 26, 2012, it relaunched on Adult Swim, initially as an April Fool's joke. So there you go. So I really love Toonami. It was my jam in the 90s. It really was. And shout out to anime. It is one of the best genres in the world for not just storytelling, but for creativity and the versatility of culture. It really is. It goes into so many deep things. It goes into family, goes into friendship, it goes into mental health, and it really does a good job, really well. So shout out to Toonami. All right, sounds good. We got more Virtual Tour Live coming at you right from this space right here and right now. Lizzo denies turning down cameo offer for Jennifer Lopez film. This also comes to us from rollingout.com. Singer addresses speculation that she passed on the chance to appear in in Lopez's musical movie. Sorry, y'all. Lizzo wants to set the record straight on why she didn't appear in Jennifer Lopez's recently released musical film, This Is Me Now, a Love Story. In a clip of Lopez's accompanying primetime video documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, staffers can be seen going through a list of celebrity cameos. The Truth Hurts singers is said to not be available to appear in the star-studded film when her name is brought up. Ain't nobody told me nothing, Lizzo said in a TikTok video. Nobody asked me, J-Lo, I love you. Though Lizzo was absent from the project, a number of her celebrity contemporaries made the cut, including Fat Joe, Jennifer Lewis, Keke Palmer, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Trevor Noah, to name a few. In one scene, Lopez and her team discussed some of the cameo offers that they're waiting to hear back about. The Get Right singer empathizes with some of the celebrities who seem to be on the fence about it. I don't want to force anybody to do this. Who doesn't want to go? This is going to be fun. Lopez says to her team. Nobody wants to say no to me. I get that. But when an actor doesn't like a script or something that's good enough, I worry about that. That's what they'll say. I know that I've done that. According to the documentary, the cameo wish list was more than double the final size. It included celebrities such as Ariana Grande, Bad Bunny, Jason Momoa, Jennifer Coolidge, Khloe Kardashian, Snoop Dogg, and Taylor Swift. People are scared to put themselves out there. I get Lopez. It took me a long time. I'm scared. This Is Me Now, a love story, is currently streaming on Prime Video. Well, listen. When it comes to Lizzo, right, and this cameo thing, right? Even though your team didn't tell you what was going on, somebody had to get an email from Jennifer Lopez, right? Like, come on now. We're not going to sit up here and pretend that nobody emailed you, right? And listen, I know you got your lawsuits going on. Also, hey, Lady B, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I know that, we haven't heard anything. I mean, nothing. Zilch, Elzebo, 0.0. Kaput on Watch Out for the Big Girls, too. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what's Watch Out for the Big Girls? I'm so glad you asked. Watch out for the Big Girls. So here it is here. I cannot play the trailer, unfortunately, because, copyright stuff. I'm going to have to take it out anyway. So this show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, was a show for Lizzo to find backup dancers for her tour. So at the 74th annual Primetime Emmy Awards, the series received 6 nominations, won 3, including for Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Competition Program. So it made a upset with RuPaul's Drag Race. So right here, Lizzo extends Amazon Studios' first look deal. By the way, this comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. The Grammy and Emmy winner will continue to develop programming for the Texas giant studio arm under the deal, which first signed in August of 2020. The extension comes after Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls won 3 Emmys in 2022, including Outstanding Competition Program, becoming the first streaming series to earn a victory in that category. The show's second season is currently casting. So this second season is supposed to be about big girls who can sing. Now, personally, I think Jill Scott could have done a better series, just saying. Now, I was excited to see Watch Out for the Big Girls season 2, but have not heard anything else on this since this whole big shaboozy, to use some words from Slime Time Live about Lizzo, right? So, listen, I can only imagine what Lizzo is going through. Like I said, her boyfriend left her. Because of the allegations. Some of her team has dropped her, some of her friends have dropped her. So I can imagine what she's going through. I mean, even when she came out to the Grammys, everybody was like, wait a minute, you're here at the Grammys, but you're having all these lawsuits. So I can only imagine what she's going through. And listen, do I want Lizzo to be well as a human being? Yes, but does she also deserve to be called out for what she did wrong? Yes. Like, if y'all don't know, like, look up the history. There was a BV commentator, BETHEE commentator, has a great documentary on Lizzo. So there you go. So, it is what it is. All right, more Virtual Tour Live coming at you here. Very big news from the world of Michael Jordan. This comes to us from Black Enterprise. As you see there, Jordan is holding one of his legendary shoes there. And with that being said, Nike opens America's first Michael Jordan store in Philadelphia. PA, Pennsylvania. Nike confirms its expansion of World of Flight Jordan brand stores to the U.S. with its latest installment in Philadelphia. Nike is expanding its franchise of Michael Jordan stores in the United States. The World of Flight store will open at a historic building in Philadelphia. There are already stores in London, Tokyo, Seoul, South Korea, among other international destinations. Nike sent a application to the Philadelphia Historical Commission detailing its plans to blend the histories of the storied Jordan brand of the city. Nike released a photo detailing its vision for the establishment, which soon will open at a historic two-story building originally constructed in 1921. Soul Retriever reshared the image on his social media. Oh wow! Jordan World of Flight Philadelphia, the first Jordan World Flight in the United States. And here is the store right here. It looks very nice. I can imagine that there will be Jordan shoes galore. I can imagine some dressing rooms to try on the shoes. I bet you that Michael Jordan will be here at the grand opening for sure, and many stars. Nike released a statement on its latest inclusion in the city, expressing its intention to maintain and elevate the area's architectural and cultural history. Philadelphia's Jordan, the World of Flight, will develop a timeless, thoughtful design store that can contribute to the neighborhood, the character of the streetscape. Say the clean design language paired with the materiality and details throughout achieves a look and feel that will convey a sense of history and permanence. The facility boasts 7,000 square feet of space, giving the shoe company plenty of room to curate a unique shopping experience as it introduces the World of Flight to American consumers. The expanded franchise will solely feature Nike Jordan branded clothing, shoes, and other apparel. The basketball legend's ongoing partnership with Nike has remained lucrative for the company since launching the first Air Jordan 1 in 1985. According to 4-week NBA, the brand has secured billion-dollar revenues from the sneaker business, earning, whoa, Lord, $5.2 billion for 2022. I'm going to say it again, $5.2 billion. Y'all, if I got $5.2 billion, as much as I love virtual tour, I would be on Fridays. Fridays at 11 a.m. and Fridays at 6 p.m. And that is it. That's all kaput. In the story, I'm gone. $5.2 billion. That's it. Oh, Lord Jesus. Listen. Listen. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Let me see something. Oh, okay. Hang on, y'all. I got to say hi. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Man, oh, man. All right, let me get back to you guys here. Get back to the story. Let's see here. Nike hopes its extension of World of Flight will bring more sales and success for the Jordan brand. Once again, $5.2 billion in 2022. Y'all are fine. Beginning in Philadelphia, while it will be the first in the country, the store will now be a part of an international cohort with placements in other nations such as Italy, Japan, and Dubai. The store's opening day has yet to be announced, but sneaker fans await further details. Congratulations on the first one being in the United States and, of course, Philadelphia for sure. Now, I'm surprised that they did not do Chicago first, since he is a Chicago Bulls legend there. But hey, you know what? Listen, I'm trying to think, because I think that there could be a World of Flight store in Miami for sure. I think there could be one in Chicago, like I said. I think there could be one in California, like I said. I'm trying to think where else. New York, of course, but Philadelphia and New York are right there, you know what I mean? And Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants have a rivalry, so don't know how that would go. But still, congratulations. And listen, I remember, look, I have the Air Jordan basketball. Um, yeah, I have the Air Jordan basketball, the Air Jordan cologne from the 90s. Yes. So I've been a fan of Jordan for a very, very long time. So congratulations on that big news. All right. More Virtual Tour Live coming at y'all. Y'all, this next story, trigger warning to everybody on this one. This comes to Black Enterprise, y'all. And when I saw this story, I'm just like, wait a minute, what is going on at these schools, man? Because I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. Okay. Here we go, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all read it for a minute. I'm gonna let y'all read it. Go ahead. Go ahead and read it on your own time. Go ahead. Let me know when y'all are ready for me to read it, because it is a story, a trigger warning to everybody. Because this is just this is yeah. All right, y'all. With that being said, here we go. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. St. Louis principal pleads guilty for hiring hitman to off pregnant teacher mistress. Cornelius M. Green's plea deal will help him evade the F penalty and sentenced to life in prison. A Mary St. Louis principal. This is just, I can't even. I cannot even with this story. I just, hang on. I'm trying to bring up the face of this principal so you guys can know what's going on here. Okay. Y'all, this is just, let's roll on. A Mary St. Louis principal is said to be sentenced for hiring a hitman to off his pregnant mistress. Cornelius M. Green pleaded guilty to orchestrating the 2016 passing of Joycelyn Peters, a teacher, and her unborn child on February 28th. Green accepted a plea agreement on the federal charges of passing for hire, conspiracy, and passing for hire per NBC News. Green's plea deal will help him evade the F penalty and sentenced to life in prison. By dropping state charges associated with the crime, prosecutors did originally state their intentions to pursue capital punishment for the former educator. According to court documents, Green was reportedly involved in multiple extramarital affairs, including with Peters, who became pregnant from their relationship in 2015. After the teacher informed Green that she was expecting, the then principal, Kari Lang Visual and Performing Arts Middle School, divide a plot to steal school funds. To pay his friend Philip J. Cutler to off Peters, according to authorities. Texts revealed their plan, with Green sending the hitman a sum of $2,500 to carry out the passing, mailing the package with the middle school address as the sender. Y'all, I do not know what is going on at these schools, but it is quite sad, disgusting, and scary that these kids are going to school. For one, the bullying is off the chain, unnecessary, and a mitigating disaster. Then you have teachers not being paid their worth, and you have principals that are doing all kind of heinous things, including this piece of shit. Let's read that again, okay? According to court documents, Green was reportedly involved in multiple extramarital affairs, including Peters, who became pregnant from their relationship in 2015. After the teacher informed Green that she was expecting, which she did not have to do. She did that because she was trying to be transparent in the ish that y'all created. The then principal of the Carr Lane Visual Performing Arts Middle School devised a plan to steal school funds to pay his friend Philip J. Cutler to off Peters, according to authorities. Text revealed their plans, with Green sending the hitman a sum of money to carry out the murder, mailing the package with the middle school address as the sender. So instead of this piece of shit mailing off this package with $2,500 cash to this hitman, he used the middle school's address where these kids go to school and where these parents trust this middle school. And I'm not blaming the middle school on this. I'm not blaming the teachers at the school. I'm not blaming the school district on this. This was this piece of shit's fault right here. To use the middle school's address for you to off somebody that you had an extramarital affair with when you also had multiple affairs with other people is fucking disgusting. It's fucking sad. And honestly, I hope you never become a principal of any school. I hope you never have a career. I hope you have a miserable, mental hell, exhausting life. Because that was completely out of line. Because guess what? People are crazy out here. And who know? And look, just because somebody's a friend doesn't mean that they won't do wrong. Chat. Lady B, let me read it again, Lady B. Let me read it again. According to court documents, Green, Cornelius M. Green, was reportedly involved in multiple extramarital affairs, including with Peters, who became pregnant from their relationship in 2015 after the teacher informed Green that she was expecting. The then principal of Carr Lane Visual and Performing Arts Middle School devised a plot to steal school funds to pay his friend Philip J. Cutler to off Peters, according to authorities. Text revealed their plan, with Green sending the hitman a sum of $2,500 to carry out the murder, mailing the package with the middle school's address as the sender. That's what's going on, Lady B. Let's roll on. Cutler then traveled to Oklahoma to meet with Green and receive keys to Peters' apartment. Green then took a train to Chicago to establish an alibi. Who was 30 years old at the time, was pow-powed in her bedroom by Cutler. She was nearing the third trimester of her pregnancy. This baby almost was at the form of life conception to come into the world. I think there's 4 trimesters, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, the baby was almost here. I can't do it. So Cutler, the woman, the mistress, went to meet with Green to receive keys to Wait a minute. Hang on. Y'all, this is a lie, and we are live on Tour. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. So Cutler, the friend Cutler, went to Oklahoma to meet with Principal Green to receive keys to the apartment. So Miss Peters and Mr. Green, they had each other's keys to the apartment. So Green took a train to Chicago to establish an alibi. And then Peters was pow-powed in her bedroom by Cutler. Upon confirmation that she passed away, Green then allegedly bought another train ticket to return back to St. Louis, calling the police after his discovery of the slain Peters at home. So basically, he set up this woman to not be here and then cried wolf. Investigators soon unraveled his plot, leading to his arrest on state and federal charges. His attorney released a brief statement on Green's choices to off his lover. Mr. Green understood his choices and made the one that did not compound the tragedy of the situation. His sentencing hearing will be held on June 5th. As for Cutler, his trial will begin on March 11th for the same federal charges.
Jocelyn Peters was shot to death in her apartment in March of 2016. She was 27 weeks pregnant with Cornelius Green's baby at the time. He was the principal at Carr Lane Middle School, where she was a teacher. And he was married. Here's Jocelyn's mother, Lacey Peters, in 2016.
I was very shocked. I thought he was a real nice young man.
Green pleaded guilty Wednesday during what's known as a Fry hearing. It's the last time federal prosecutors offer a deal before a trial. Veteran criminal defense attorney Joel Schwartz explains.
There's a lot of times where individuals charged with crimes frequently think, okay, that may be their first offer. It's certainly going to get better. And when they realize at the last minute that it may not be getting better, a lot of times you'll see them jump in or dump in and take that offer.
In taking the offer to spend the rest of his life in prison, Green admitted he hired his childhood friend Philip Cutler to kill Peters and paid him with $2,500 he stole from his middle school. Cutler appeared in court Thursday for his Fry hearing. He opted for trial instead.
The reason a court does a Fry hearing is the defense attorney is required to convey any recommendation in exchange for a plea to his client. So in case the defendant is in fact convicted, he can't come back and say, my attorney was ineffective in that he never conveyed this offer.
Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Christine Byers, for that story there. First of all, why are we even going to trial? You pleaded guilty to federal charges, sir. Under the plea agreement, if Green is sentenced to life in prison on the federal charges, the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office will drop the state charges connected with the offings, which prosecutors had said they had seek the F penalty. And by the way, this comes to us from NBC News here. So here it is here. So Peters became pregnant with the child in 2015, court documents said. Green devised a plan to off Peters and her unborn baby by stealing money from the school he oversaw to pay off his close friend in Oklahoma, Philip J. Cutler, to conduct the offing, the incident reported. Green texted Cutler on February 19th, 2016 to come to St. Louis the week of March 20th, 2016. Cutler responded, okay, that will work. You're going to be seeing the package. I mean, I see that his friend is just as stupid as him. He could have spelled package all the way. Days later, Green sent Cutler a package with $2,500 that used the middle school's address when sending it. By the way, if the principal is being on federal charges, the friend also needs to be on federal charges too, and needs to go away to life in prison as well. Cutler traveled from Oklahoma to St. Louis on March 21st, 2016. The following day, Green and Cutler together took Green's 2013 white Kia Optima to Amtrak train station. Then Green took the train to Chicago, leaving Cutler with the Kia and keys, including ones that access Peters' apartment, according to charging according to charging documents. Green traveled to Chicago to establish an alibi for Peters' passing. The indictment stated or said. On March 24, 2016, Cutler's entered Peters' apartment and found her in a bed, piled with a firearm to the head, and used a potato as a silencer to muffle the sound of the pow. As the report stated in that video we saw, she was more than 27 weeks pregnant at the time. Cutler called Green to report that the murder had been conducted. That same day, Green used his phone and Visa credit card to purchase an Amtrak train ticket back to St. Louis from Chicago's Union Station, so there would be certification he was in Chicago at the time of the slaying. When he returned to St. Louis, he went to Peters' home and called 911 to report that she had been piled, falsely pretending that he had no knowledge of the circumstances leading to her passing according to court documents. Such a sad story. Prayers up to Peters' family and to Cornelius Green and Philip J. Cutler. Hopefully, both of y'all. Hopefully, y'all will be taken care of in jail, because people in jail, they got code. They don't like you go after women. They don't like you go after children. They don't like you go after elderly. But they also believe right is right and wrong is wrong. So that's that story, y'all. Let's roll on. I saw that story. I was just like, what in the world is going on? And I had to bring y'all that story because I just felt like, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on in the world today that can happen? And it goes to show you not everybody is mentally well. But I think that goes beyond mentally well. I think that goes beyond how you carry yourself. That's an energy that is just, I can't even. And it's just like, honestly, you could have, it could have been a conversation. No. Any sensible person would say, okay, listen, if we're going to have the baby, then we're going to have the baby. But if not, it's totally up to you and what you want to do. That's what a sensible person would do, even if cheating is conducted. But the fact that this piece of shit went to a piece of shit to off somebody when they had the affair with that person. No words. No words. I just wanted y'all to know that story, just so y'all know what's going on out here in the world. And also prayers out to that family. And to the people of those two black boys, cut them out of your life. Cut them out the will. Erase their existence from your memory as family members. No. Because guess what? Hey, Nikki News, welcome in. Welcome in. Because honestly, to those family members, if those two would do that to an innocent person, imagine what they would do to y'all. Cut them out of your life for your own good. I mean that. I mean, I can't. I can't do it. It is 39 minutes after the hour, 39 minutes after 11 o'clock in the morning. Glad to have all of you here. Those of you who are just getting in, we covered Megan Thee Stallion. She was in Tokyo for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, looking gorgeous, beautiful, everything in between. Then we talked about Lizzo not being able to, not accepting Jennifer Lopez's cameo in her This Is Me Now, a musical film. And then we're talking about two pieces of shit. We're talking about Cornelius M. Green and Philip J. Cutler. So basically, to give y'all the story, Cornelius Green had an affair with a teacher named Miss Peters. They had a baby. And so when Miss Peters told Mr. Green about this, Mr. Green hired Mr. Cutler to be a hitman to Pow Pow Miss Peters. By the way, I forgot to mention as well that Mr. Green had multiple extramarital affairs. And on top of all that, Green paid Cutler $2,500 and used the middle school's address as the address to send this money. Oh, and on top of that, he used school funds to make this murder for hire happen. That's where we are on a Monday morning, 40 minutes after 11 a.m. And it's just the 4th day in March. Okay? Okay. Let's roll on, y'all. Let's roll on, because I can't stay in this too long. I just can't do it. Speaking of pieces of shit, Elon Musk. I said it. And I'm saying that because, for one, Tesla has cars that are... Do y'all remember the story? We covered it here on Virtual Tour Live. Remember that one guy who had a Tesla car and the gas just kept going and going and going? He could have used his brakes. There was a recall for those cars. Then he told the advertisers that want to disassociate with Twitter because there was anti-Semitic comments that he was rallying against, and he said "you" to Bob Iger and all of them. And when I showed y'all that all those advertisers put together is worth $1 trillion in advertising and financial capital to Twitter. And then not to mention he's friends with Kanye West, which that should tell you everything. Well, I told y'all in my description box this morning that there was something going on with Tesla and black people. This comes to us from Black Enterprise, of course. Black workers can now sue Tesla for a hotbed of racism at factories. Say again, black workers can now sue Tesla for a hotbed of racism at factories. A California judge has ruled in favor of black Tesla workers with plans to sue the company for racism in the workplace. A California judge has ruled in favor of black Tesla employees with plans to sue the electric car company for racism at its factories. Although the ruling made in the Alameda County Superior Courts is tentative, black workers for Tesla's factories can begin proceeding with the lawsuits. According to Time.com, Time Magazine, the disgruntled employees plan to sue based on their claims that the Elon Musk-led business did not protect them from racism in the workplace. Judge No Wise stated that the workers at Tesla's Fremont plant should be allowed to pursue the legal action. Their widespread issue with Tesla's improper handling of discrimination led to the heated issue, first prompted in 2017 by a Tesla worker named in the court documents. Ex-employee Marcus Vaughn sued the company for its factory production floor being a hotbed of racist behavior. Upon the current filing, Vaughn's lawyer, Lawrence Organ, stated that the support among employees revealed just how severe the matter was. I think I wrote, I think the numerous complaints over time show how Tesla failed to prevent the racial harassment of its black employees. In initial response to Vaughn's claims, Tesla released a statement how a hotbed of misinformation. The company not only denied any culpability, but also expressed how they terminated 3 employees who engaged in the racist action. The statement also undermined Vaughn's claims, emphasizing that he was a contracted worker. Marcus was not fired. He was on a 6-month temp contract that simply ended as contracted. The company saying on its official website his email to Elon about his commute in Tesla shuttles, which was addressed as he was requested. There was no mention of racial discrimination whatsoever. However, the recent court decision has landed Tesla back in the hotbed, with Judge Wise anticipating to split a potential trial in 2 parts. First will be a jury trial, with the second phase for plaintiffs to sue for damages, but only if the jury finds Tesla guilty of such negligence. Tesla has a growing number of racially charged legal cases to handle, including from the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and California's Civil Rights Agency. So here is this here from Reuters. Tesla must face race bias class action by 6,000 Black U.S. workers. A California judge tentatively ruled that nearly 6,000 Black factory workers can sue Tesla as a group for the electric vehicle makers' alleged failure to address rampant race discrimination and harassment at its Fremont plant. California Superior Court Judge Noah Wise in Oakland said in a written order issued on Wednesday that the lawsuit presents questions common to all Black workers at the plant whether Tesla was aware of the alleged misconduct and refused to take steps to prevent it. The plaintiff, former Assembly line worker Marcus Vaughn, first sued in 2017, alleging that Black factory workers were subject to a range of racist conduct, including slurs, graffiti, and nooses hung at their workstations. I'm going to read that one more time. The named plaintiff, formerly Assembly line worker Marcus Vaughn, first sued in 2017, alleging that Black factory workers were subjected to a range of racist conduct, including slurs, graffiti, and nooses hung at their workstations. Tesla did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Thursday. Lawrence Organ, a lawyer for Vaughn, said he was heartened by the ruling and look forward to developing a plan for a trial in the case. I think the numerous complaints over time show how Tesla failed to prevent racial harassment of its Black employees, Organ said in the email. Tesla has maintained that it does not tolerate workplace harassment and has fired employees who were found to have engaged in racial harassment. The tentative ruling comes ahead of a hearing scheduled Friday, where Tesla can contest Wise's decision, though judges are typically unlikely to change their minds. The decision represents a major blow to Tesla as it opens the company up to a potential multi-million-dollar judgment. The class includes people who self-identified as Black. Now, wait a minute. Black is Black, okay? Now, we know that there's Afro-Latina, there's Black Italians, there's Black Germans, there's Black French people, there's Black, British people. So we all know that. But self-identified, like, come on now, let's be real about this. There better not be no Rachel Dolezals working at Tesla, okay? And worked at the Fremont factory going back to November 2016. Wise says she had planned to hold a trial, and the lawsuit began in October, where she would preside over a trial in a case involving similar claims against Tesla by a California state civil rights agency. Tesla's also facing racial bias in federal court in California, brought up by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, which enforces federal anti-discrimination laws. Tesla has moved to dismiss that case or alternatively pause to it, claiming other lawsuits need to be resolved first. The company, meanwhile, is appealing its $3.2 million jury verdict to a Black former elevator operator at the Fremont plant in a separate harassment lawsuit. The worker, Owen Diaz, had won a $137 million jury verdict after initial 2021 trial, but the judge awarded a second trial after ruling the award was excessive. No, it wasn't excessive. Black people are this, that, and the third. Are you serious? No, that was more than enough. You need to stop it. So, we go there and we try to make sure that everybody's voice is heard, including this. So here we go. From the Tesla team, hotbed of misinformation. This came out on November 14th of 2017. Tesla is absolutely against any form of discrimination, harassment, or unfair treatment of any kind. When we hear complaints, we take them very seriously, investigate them thoroughly, and if proven to be true, take immediate action. Everyone at Tesla, without exception, is required to go through an anti-discrimination course. Our human resources team also conducts regular in-person SWAT training sessions when an allegation or complaint has been made, even if the evidence is not conclusive enough to warrant disciplinary action. We also have created a dedicated team focused exclusively on investigating workplace concerns, recommending corrective actions, and assisting managers with implementing those actions. In regarding yesterday's lawsuit, several months ago, we had already investigated disciplinary behavior involving a group of individuals who worked on or near Marcus Braun's team. At the time, our investigation identified a number of conflicting accusations and counter accusations between several African American and Hispanic individuals, alleging using racial language, including the N word and the W word, toward each other, and a threat of violence. After a thorough investigation, immediate action was taken, which included terminating the employment of 3 individuals. We believe that this was fair and just response to the facts. That we learned. There will be further action as necessary, including parting ways with anyone whose behavior prevents Tesla from being a great place to work, and making sure that we do everything possible to stop that behavior from happening in the first place. Our company has more than 33,000 employees, with over 10,000 in the Fremont factory alone, so it's not even possible to stop all bad conduct, but we do our best to make it close to zero as possible. There are a number of other false statements in the class action lawsuit alleging a so-called hotbed of discrimination. There is only one actual plaintiff, Marcus Braun, not 100. The reference to 100 is a complete fabrication with no basis in fact at all. The plaintiff was employed by a temp agency, not by Tesla, as claimed in the lawsuit. Marcus was not fired. He was on a 6-month tip contract that simply ended as contracted. His email to Elon about his commute and Tesla shuttles were addressed as he requested. There was no mention of racial discrimination whatsoever. The trial lawyer who filed this lawsuit has a long track record of extorting money for meritless claims and used the threat of media attacks and expensive trial costs to get companies to sell. At Tesla, we would rather pay 10 times the settlement, demand legal fees, and fight to the ends of the earth than give in to extortion and allow this abuse of the legal system. We would also like to clear up the description of Elon's prior email to employees. It is dedicated to ensure that Tesla employees always try to do the right thing, that being a jerk is not allowed, and that everyone should be contributing to an atmosphere where people look forward to coming to work in the morning, that no one should feel excluded, uncomfortable, or unfairly treated. As one of many points in that email, Elon also explained that someone makes an offensive or hurtful statement on a single occasion, but subconsciously offers a sincere apology, then we believe that apology should be accepted. The counterpoint would be that a single careless comment should ruin a person's life or career, even if they truly regret their action and do their best to make amends. That would be a cold war with no forgiveness and no heart. So here is the full-fledged email. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Okay, we're in the live chat. Here is Elon's email. Do the right thing to everybody. This was published May 30th, May 31st, rather, 2017 at 2:37 a.m. About 4 years ago, I sent out an email describing some of the core principles of Tesla. Since then, we have grown from 4,500 people to 33,000. So the vast majority of the company has never received this note. We are redoing the first day orientation and Tesla handbook to more clearly capture and emphasize these points. But I thought I should send this out in advance. In my email below, pay particular attention to the first point on that list. Tesla has to become hardcore and demanding, not for the hell of it, but because we are fighting a good cause against giant interest competitors who just want the status quo to continue. The list of companies that want to kill Tesla is so long I've lost track. We doesn't go by about some Tesla killer article. The only way for a little company to prevail against those much larger companies is to work faster, smarter, and harder. The passing grade at Tesla is excellence because it has to be. However, this does not give license to anyone to be a jerk. It is incredibly important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning. One of the best feelings in the world is to be a part of a team that is fired up to achieve what most industry experts say is impossible. Many companies out there, work is like jail. Companies look forward to Friday and dread Monday. That's horrible. We never want to be like that. Part of not being a jerk is considering how someone might feel who is a part of a historically less represented group. They have endured difficulties that someone born or raised in a much privileged situation did not. This does not mean that there is this different standard of performance or that you can't give critical feedback. You should. Doing anything else would be an insult to the hard work it took to get there. But don't ever intentionally allow someone to feel excluded, uncomfortable, or unfairly treated. Sometimes these things happen unintentionally, in which case you should apologize. In fairness, if someone is being a jerk to you, but sincerely apologize, it's important to be thick-skinned and accept that apology. If you are a part of a less represented group, you don't get a free pass to be a jerk or being a jerk yourself. We have had a few cases at Tesla where someone in a less represented group was actually given a job or promoted over someone else, or promote over more qualified, highly represented candidates, and then decided to sue Tesla for billions of dollars because they felt they weren't promoted enough. That is obviously not cool. What it comes down to is this: do what makes your parents proud. If you can't respect someone in the eye and explain what you did, don't do it. Thanks, Elon. So, what do I think about this story? Well, right is right, wrong is wrong, right? There should not be nooses hung at workstations. There should not be graffiti at workstations. There should not be slurs at work. And there are things called microaggressions that happen all the time. And honestly, it's sad that you have to send out an email to do this. But also, too, it's like, okay, let's represent a group. Just say the group. Damn it. We all know who you're talking about. African Americans and minority indigenous people of color. We all know who you're talking about. Number two, I can't believe a word that you say because you're friends with Kanye West, who is anti-Semitic. And he also said, show me where black is on the map. If you don't know, you should do your research because we covered it here on Virtual Tour Live. In addition to that, you're allowing Twitter to become this toxic cesspool of incels, garbage trash, and just mindless shit. So I can't believe what you say, Elon. So I hope those black workers do what they need to do and get their bag, because right and wrong is wrong. By the way, have you taken care of all your models with that mechanism of going too hard on the gas? Because here's the thing, surprisingly, you guys are able to do what you need to do to stop this. But somebody gets into a car wreck, sadly, that's when y'all are actually going to give a damn. Okay? So, with that being said, y'all, I won't. There's no words. Let's roll on. Now, y'all, this next story, I can't even. I was debating on doing this story because I know we don't really deal with politics over here, but we do deal with human interest stories. We deal with relating to what's going on in the world. And as you know, civil rights are a very big deal. Human rights are a big deal. And just respect is a big deal. And this story, quite frankly, it's just so outlined. Now, this comes to us from Black Enterprise. This is 45. This is Mark Robinson. 45 said something about Mark Robinson that invoked a name. I'll let y'all read it. I'll let y'all read it first. I'm sorry, y'all. I guess I'm tired of bullshit. But I'll let y'all read it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It got to me too. I think you're better than Martin Luther King. 45 endorses Robinson for governor of North Carolina. Now, despite Robinson's strong condemnation of LGBTQ plus rights, as well as his past statements of denying the Holocaust, 45 called Robinson an incredible gentleman. Lord, if this is not Kanye West remixed, but is somebody in a position in government, Lord help. 45 endorsed North Carolina's current lieutenant governor, Mark Robinson, for governor on March 2nd, fulfilling a promise 45 made months ago. The Associated Press reports that the former president also compared Robinson to Martin Luther King Jr. at a campaign rally. 45 called Robinson Martin Luther King Jr. on steroids before added, I've told that to Mark. I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you're better than Martin Luther King times 2. You should like it. Now, this is coming from somebody that drugged the Central Park 5 and said these people were guilty for a crime that they did not commit. That part, that part right there, Nikki News. Come again? Oh, sorry, gorgeous. That part right there. Come again. Let me read it one more time. Like I said, I don't have to make anything up in order to be on YouTube. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. 45 called Robinson Martin Luther King on steroids before he added, I told that to Mark. I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you're Martin Luther King times 2. You should like it. Martin Luther King Jr. got abbed at a book signing, and it was a white doctor that saved him. He got pow-powed at a hotel in Montgomery at the Lorraine Motel, which is now a civil rights museum, the National Civil Rights Museum. This man did sit-ins. This man did the March on Washington. This man has a whole day named after him. Dexter King, who just passed away to pancreatic cancer, rest in peace to that brother. His daughter, Bernice King, is alive. MLK III is alive. MLK's house almost got burned to the ground because of a black woman who is a veteran who had PTSD. Coretta Scott King has a whole award called the Coretta Scott King Book Award. MLK has a whole monument in Washington. Shall I keep going? MLK is quoted in so many things, and yes, we all know that he has a past and this, that, and the third. But who doesn't have a past? A comedian said one time, who is Coretta Scott King going to date after Martin? As a joke. But it was a factual joke, because after somebody was that great to went through all that hell, so I could sit up here and have a voice and not my culture be talked about in blackface, for him to do what he did, so I wouldn't be in a damn tree, so I wouldn't be separated from my family. You have the white dacity, the white hypocrisy, and the white imagination to put this shit out of your fucking mouth? Are you serious with me? Do you not know that there were 9 people called the Little Rock 9 that went into a school? Daisy Bates almost was not here. They threw a brick through her window. Bricks was thrown through windows. Pow Pows were through windows. Do y'all not know Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and how that was ravaged, savage, and burned to a fucking crisp? Do you not know about sundown towns? Do I need to keep fucking going here? Do y'all not know about the Jim Crow Museum? Do y'all not know about the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History? Detroit was the last stop in the Underground Railroad. Don't fucking play with me. And this is what the fuck we are allowing, we are accepting, we have space for this shit. There were 4 girls at the bottom of a fucking basement that got bombed because a white cracker couldn't deal with somebody else being in the world. We got hosed. We had to go through the back door, the Chitlin circuit, you dumb fucks. And I'm going there today because what I'm not going to do on the 4th day after Black History Month is to allow for this shit to fucking stand. There is a Emmett Till anti-hanging tree bill that passed. There were good people on both sides. Toilet paper. Not toilet paper, I'm sorry. Paper towel. Either way, it was paper thrown. Paper towels thrown at a rally for that hurricane in Puerto Rico. Prayers up to Puerto Rico still. They still going through that. Even though we're not covering it, they still are going through that. People lost their lives to COVID. Shutting down borders because we until we figure out what the hell is going on with Muslims. Shall I keep going? And then all you dumb fucks who say y'all want him back, y'all the only reason why y'all want him because y'all got free money from the government. Are you serious? It's not the fact that money's evil, it's the love of money. Some of y'all that love that refund because it came to you. You didn't work for it. You don't have a soul to work. You don't have a soul to do anything of importance for the culture. And y'all support a piece of shit that said, I quote, that this piece of shit is better than MLK that allowed him to become a lieutenant governor? Are you serious? Let's roll the fuck on. 45 also listed Robinson and several other candidates he believed North Carolina should vote for during the state's Republican primary on March 12th. 45 of the group, they have my complete and total endorsement. So they have the endorsement of somebody that has to pay $83.3 million in a sexual lawsuit. And they also have to pay over $300 million for inflating their net worth. It can't be on the board of any New York board for the next 3 years. And that he got indicted for inciting a riot on January 6th. Yeah, really? 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 Okay. 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 While technically not a singular endorsement, the 45 from the support from 45 and Robinson's fundraising and support among the state's GOP make Robinson the front runner for the governor's seat. Despite Robinson's strong condemnation of LGBTQ plus rights, notably his inflammatory comments that trans women should use the bathroom outside, as well as his past statements denying the Holocaust and amplification of conspiracy theories about Jewish people, 45 called Robinson an incredible gentleman. Aside from 45, Robinson has received an endorsement from the NRA. Robinson spoke at the NRA's convention in Texas in 2022. Do you mean the NRA with the president that was indicted for taking trips and using money for other purposes? You mean that NRA? You mean the NRA that went into bankruptcy? You mean that NRA? You mean the NRA that is so about toting a pow that they can't ever be responsible for what the fuck they do with over 400 shootings in America? You mean that NRA? Okay. All right. But when it hits your doorstep, oh, you want all the support. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, out of my face, out of my existence, in your past, present, after. Like, get the fuck out. For which he received criticism because it was held mere days after the pow in Uvalde, North Carolina. State Democrats and 760 parents signed a letter calling for Robinson to cancel his appearance, which read in part, "We demand to know how many children do you need to see powed down, communities torn apart, lives upended before you'll finally decide to put lives ahead of the POW lobby and actually do something to stop this senseless violence." Letter continued, your thoughts and prayers aren't enough. Unless proven otherwise, your attendance at the NRA convention in Texas makes it clear you and the North Carolina Republican Party are beholden to the NRA instead of protecting North Carolina children. Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock that T. Y'all. What else needs to be said? What else needs to be said? And listen, I know that this live is going to be a lot for some people. I know they're going to be like, wait a minute, what? Braylon, why did you go ham today? Because I need to go ham today. Sometimes y'all things just need to be said. And it need to be said. Listen. So y'all, I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to come up. I know some of y'all at work, so y'all may not be able to come up, but you know we keep it consistent over here with you guys having a voice in the conversation. We do. I just no. I can't allow that. I cannot allow it. Child. I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. All right, let me get something positive up because I can't do it. I just can't do it. Let me do a positive story. Yeah, we need something positive, man. I can do it. All right, y'all. Here is this. Now, Drake, bruh, you definitely are a legend out here for sure. But you gotta be careful because if you do this consistently, then people are gonna be looking for it. Sorry, y'all. Okay, here we go, y'all.
This is it. You said, hey, all my mom's house, rest in peace. Your mom passed away? All right. And you owe 13. Oh, this is the outstanding balance right here. It's a lot of money right here. But you know what? I'm going to pay off your whole balance for you. That's 160 bands, but I'm going to pay out of my pocket. That's what I'm coming from. Rest in peace to your mom. Rest in peace to your mom. Hey, hold on, wait. Rest in peace to Jennifer Schuper. Rest in peace. I love you.
Now listen, I think it's a wonderful thing. I really, really do. And I think that we need to see more goodness in the world, right? I think celebrities are beginning to realize that their social capital and their financial capital doesn't just have to be in them making money. It can also be in doing good for others. And I see the comment section here saying love, crying emojis, hearts. Ooh, I read that wrong. Let me get front row seats to the next concert. And see, that's why I'm saying, you see that people are having that image in their head like you're gonna do stuff for them. Going to see the paperwork. This was nice, but I have a few questions. I can assure you I don't have a single answer. Dear God, it's me again. Lord help. And then that there. So congratulations to Drake on that. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful gesture. But be careful of that, Drake, because people expect a lot. And if you do that every concert, then guess what? It's not. Here's the thing. Doing big things like that need to be big when it's time for it to be big to matter. Because if you do it for everybody else, it lessens the significance of the impact, right? So anyway, I'm going to turn on my camera now because I've done the whole show for an hour. Good Lord Jesus, y'all. Woo, child. That was a lot. I'm not even gonna sit here in front with y'all. That was quite a lot today to do that. So. Oof. Man, I just needed to say all of that today because it just needed to be said. Drake is one cool dude. I definitely will say that. You know what I mean? Even his music, I think he was giving away money to random people in the music video. Like, that's the type of energy I'm on. If somebody's doing like a back to school drive or something, I just want to be able to say, hey, listen, y'all here. Let's just say if I'm in Orlando, right? And there was a black barber doing that. Like, I know you guys are giving away free haircuts. I know you guys got food, but I want to give all y'all a trip to Disney World. As soon as this is over, pack your bags. Y'all go in there for 2 weeks on me. I'm out. That's the type of energy I'm on. And it doesn't hurt to do good. Because we need more of that in the world. Amen, somebody. So yeah. By the way, I did see part one of the Married to Medicine reunion. I did see that this morning. Um, so I will be doing that tonight. I'll be doing part one tonight because let me see. I think I saw. Let's see y'all YouTube results here. So I saw 60% of you all said that yes, you want me to do the review, and a lot of you are saying both. So I will be doing that tonight, and then of course Tuesday we'll be doing what we normally do, 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. We will be reviewing that show. I think we're getting close to the tell-all, so can't wait for that. And of course, I'm going to have hot topics for you per usual. Per usual on Virtual Tour Live. By the way, y'all, 166 views on the Diddy breakdown. Thank y'all so much for that. That Diddy breakdown was extremely difficult to do. And listen, it was just one thing after another with Diddy. Like, I did not know how I made it through that live. Because at first I was just going, you guys know how I do. I usually do about 6 topics. The most I've done in one show is 9. But usually it's about 6 topics, nothing too heavy in terms of topics. Because here's the thing, even though I know I can do the show by myself, along with you legendary tourists, as legendary Alpha MC calls us. Love that sister there. The Virtual Travels, the Virtual Tour family, my live virtual audience, you guys. I know that, attention span is like a gnat. So it has to be topics that you care about. It has to be topics I care about. And not to mention, we have to be able to have a conversation on it live, right? So how we just did this for a full hour, it just flew by like that. Is because I do my research. I sit with myself, and by myself on what needs to matter. And then, I think it was the executive producer of the Queen Latifah show. I can't remember her name, but she was a white woman, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And she said, we have structure, but we leave room for spontaneity. And that's what I do. I have structure to the show. I have your intro. I have the topics. And then I have your outro. That's the structure. The spontaneity is what I bring to each topic. Like I said, there is no teleprompter in front of me. There is no script here except for the topics. Everything else is off the dome. And I really do appreciate this platform that we've created together here of being able to go anywhere and everywhere in the culture that truly matters to you all. And by the way, shout out to y'all for coming in for Sharnita's World. I absolutely love y'all for that. Let me go to, so y'all, like 9 days ago, 4,200 views on that video there. And then for Sharnita's World episode 2 after show, 700 views. I appreciate y'all more than you know. And like I said before, every video that I have done on this channel has always gotten views, and that is successful to me. Success is not about the quantity of things you achieve, but it's about the quality of how you achieve them. And I know I can hang my cap or have a feather in my cap, or I can, nail it, that we have done and we are doing, we will continue to do what we do over here with integrity, love, and all the soul in the world. So I appreciate each and every one of you for that. Woo, Lord, a lot going on in the world today. So I think, oh, Lord Jesus, sorry. I know Lady B does not like me yarning. I know she doesn't, Lord help. But I'm in the bed chilling, as y'all saw, but I'm still waking up kind of. But either way, Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that is your show for this morning. At 12:25 p.m. now. It's 25 minutes after 12 o'clock on the dot, and I appreciate y'all so much. Um, this is the hottest show on YouTube. And I'm not just saying that to say that either. It's that phrase of if you say it long enough, you'll believe yourself. But I believe in it not just because I say it, but because I execute it. The topics we talk about, the diversity and the way we discuss them, and the range of culture that we do over here is bar none some of the best on YouTube. I'm not just saying that to say that either. And shout out to Kimpire, shout out to DJ Richie Sky. By the way, I did watch DJ Richie Sky's interview with Carlos King, and it was a good interview for what it was. It's interesting, like I said, that he can't release the podcast because it's going to be a part of the season premiere now. This is what I also have to say on that. The podcast is not going to be the season premiere, okay? That would just be stupid. Utterly horrendous and trash, okay? Because honestly, like, it has to make sense to the storyline, right? And honestly, too, to tell you the truth, will probably end up happening. This is my genuine, honest opinion. I think that it will probably be maybe, I think what will probably happen rather is that Melody will talk to Nell Fletcher about the podcast, and then it will be a reference clip to the podcast, and then it will be new storylines. That's what I'm thinking for the season premiere, okay? So the fact that he says he can't post it, listen, you know what clip is going to be in the episode. See, don't play in people's face with the power that you have, because you say you can't hire or fire anybody. Now, Jeff Probst, is in the Survivor room, right, when he does casting, right? And of course, there is a casting person, stuff like that, but the executive producer does have a say-so in terms of saying yes or no if this person, moves on the process or no. That usually does happen in the game. So, Carlos, you do have some weight, not to mention your production company name is on it, bruh. Like, you are an executive producer. Like, if you're hosting the reunions, bruh, you in it. Okay? And honestly, like, oh, Lord, like, something is going to come ahead this season on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And listen, I know everyone is saying that, Melody should not, leave, Love and Marriage Huntsville because it is her show. And listen, I totally understand it, right? But I do feel at some point in time, this is going to come to a head in a way that nobody is going to be ready for. No one's going to like, and it's going to be. This is just my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like the emotionality is going to be too heavy because eventually it's going to come to somebody's doorstep, and they're not going to be able to make it out of it. That's just my opinion. So, but I did find it funny that, you can't drop this interview, right, about your own person. Oh, Lord Jesus. But yeah, you can talk about everybody else, though. Really, though. And by the way, that Dr. Heavily thing of, not being able to review Married to Medicine anymore, I think that came from Bravo. I think they probably have been watching in the bushes for a while now. And the thing about Heavenly, she feels like she's 2 steps ahead, but she doesn't understand the logistics of being 2 steps ahead, because if you are going to say, right, where you're going to move to next, you don't announce it out loud. Because when she said, all right, y'all, I can't be over here on YouTube, I'm going to go Patreon. Even though Patreon is a private platform, Bravo could get to Patreon too, okay? So I don't know why Dr. Heavenly thought, well, I'll just go on Patreon. And I think somebody said it best, that I can't remember what content creator said this, but they said, and I quote, "Who's to say that they won't screen record or take notes from your live stream and then go on YouTube and say something about it?" So technically, your review, your tea, what have you, is still going to be on YouTube. So what? You thought this was a good compromise? You thought that you were going to be okay with this? No, not at all. So it is what it is. And then apparently, y'all, apparently, Hotel is back with Sheree, or trying to get back. And I'm just like, y'all, listen, season 7 is on YouTube right now. Y'all in the middle of shooting season 7 in real life right now. And just like, dude, if you have nothing valuable to bring to the camera, then just get off the show, my Lord Jesus. But Carlos did say that there would be that part, she might as well stay on YouTube at that point. And you know what? Honestly, I can see Dr. Heavenly doing this. Now that's being alleged. Now, I don't know for sure, but I did see a thumbnail from Here for Hot Tea saying something about Sheree and Martell, or Hotel rather. So I did see something about that. I don't know, but I did hear something about Sheree, because I was in Sassy's chat this morning, just a little bit before I came over here to be on tour with you good people this morning at 11 a.m. And so I don't know what's going on, but Sheree just, oh Lord. I'll just say this about Sheree, right? Sheree is Sheree, right? I mean, she has a clothing line that doesn't exist. She does the most to be seen. And, I think we can all agree she's not the sharpest tool in the drawer. Drawer for you regular people. Draw for you Mugetto people, okay? We cover everybody over here. But why would you even talk to him when he was probably one of the biggest reasons on why you got demoted? I just don't get it. And honestly, back on Dr. Heavenly for a minute, this is how I see her doing this. All right, y'all. So Married to Medicine happened. Now, I can't talk about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link and I'm going to let you come up and give your take. Because you know what she'll say then? Listen, I didn't talk about my cast members. The people did. I could so see her doing that. Tell me if I'm lying. I can see her doing that because honestly, at that point, guess what? She don't have to take no responsibility for it, right? She can do that for all the shows that she wants, right? And not to mention, in addition to that, she could take those live shows of fans responding and make clips out of them, make shorts out of them, rather. Yeah, I mean, she definitely does the most, and of course, I think also too, because she called Dr. G she called Dr. G eating predator pasta, to use a word from Skeeter Jean, that I think that also has something to do with it as well. So yeah, and then I heard that Married to Medicine was going to end after season 10. Like, I don't think that's honestly true. Like, y'all, when it comes to rumors, speculation, theories, especially with networks, until it comes out from the network, don't believe ish. Okay? Don't believe ish. Because honestly, whoever runs that story up is going to be canceled after season 10. If it's not canceled after season 10, then you're going to look like you have egg on your face. Not to mention Married to Medicine has been one of the longest running shows on Bravo. So why would they give up a cash cow? Why would they do that? Not to mention, I think the Married to Medicine panel was bigger than the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel, because shout out to Kim Pyre. Shout out to many of the content creators that went out to BravoCon. It looked like it really wasn't a lot of people at the Atlanta panel, but a lot of people really liked the moderator of that panel. So yeah, so it is what it is. Just, oh Jesus, that's just, oh, that's a lot. It's a lot, child. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, whew, man. I promise you that that story that we talked about with Mark Robinson, it got me so heated because I was just like, I couldn't take it. I'm sorry. And listen, I know that when I click in stream, you know what I mean? I know that people are going to be watching, be like, oh my God, he is pissed. He is going in and da 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 da. At this point, if I have to look angry for people to understand that you don't disrespect our culture like that, then I will gladly be angry for what needs to be right. Because I'm so tired of people saying, oh, you angry. No, just because you expressing yourself doesn't mean that you're angry. Because I don't know anybody besides Diamond and Silk that will agree with that opinion. Hell. Just saying. Lord. Lady B and Nikki News, how did y'all think I did with that last story? Because that last story, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And not to mention, too, I try not to go off on the Cornelius M. Green story, but those last three stories, I left those at the end for a damn reason, because I knew I was going to need time, energy, and just the soul to do those stories the way they need to be done, because I just couldn't take it. I sincerely could not take the fact of people doing wrong, and when they get called out, they play the professional victim role. I just could not take it. I simply could not take it. Oh, Lord. My Lord. She's not a fan of Dr. Heavenly. She's not a fan of Dr. Heavenly. I don't blame her. I don't. And it's like okay, you can say what you want to say, but at the end of the day, like you still got to be responsible for what you do. You know what I mean? And I feel that right is right, wrong is wrong. Um, to me, so. Hmm. Hmm. So, what are y'all plans for this good old Monday, March 4th? I'm gonna probably clean up my place. I'm getting it together slowly but surely. Um, you know what I mean? And just trying to stay positive, man. Just man. I think the reason why I try to add so much, light to my life, so much joy and laughter is because I don't know about other people, you know what I mean? But I also feel that I, even though I can't fix anything in life, okay. Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. Listen, hopefully lunch is good. It's been a whole minute since I had some whole hog cafe. Okay. Now that is in West Little, no, that's close to downtown Little Rock, but it's like by Cajun's Wharf in a shopping center. Now that shopping center, it used to have a Jason's Deli is good too. In that shopping center, it used to be an Alltel location. So before all of y'all, before Verizon was Alltel, and we were so proud of it because it was a national cell phone company from Little Rock, Arkansas. So just to let y'all know about that. So yes, indeed. But yeah, it's been a whole minute since I had Whole Hog Cafe, and it's really really good stuff. Hmm. Hey Cheryl Rose, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love to you. And like I said, I really do appreciate y'all for taking time out of y'all days just to come hang out with me. It is not lost on me at all. Um, you know what I mean? So I really do mean that. And like I said too, I feel that sometimes with doing this show, um, it can get heavy at times, especially with what we talk about. Um, and whenever I am looking, um, whenever I am looking at stories, right? Um, Sometimes I wonder if I should cover it, but then I recognize, like, hey, listen, this is your platform, this is your space, and also too, this is where you get to showcase your strength, being able to bring soul to what needs to matter, and yeah. So I'm glad you guys are so open, so free, and so and so gracious in our relationship here, our friendship, our familyhood here. That and you guys are so open to me doing this in the way that we do it over here, because there are times where I'm like, Lord Jesus, ooh, this tour today is going to be one that's going to get on people's nerves. But then when I see, Nikki News come in the chat, I see Cheryl Rose, I see Lady B, I see Alpha MC, I saw Sassy, when I see my regular schmegular people, even people who stop through and roll through and come through in the bushes, or they just drop in the chat, I know that this has a unique energy to it. Oh, thank you, Cheryl Rose. I appreciate you. I know that this has a unique energy to it because, listen, what Wendy Williams did on TV, listen, people have been gossiping, dragging, shading for a very long time. And like I said, I know what I am doing is different over here, not just because of the topics, right? Because everybody has a hot topic show on YouTube, but I think it's in the nature and the fashion and the style that we're doing over here. Of we are literally live on tour and going on down the highways and byways, the possibilities of what could be, and driving to all the different destinations and in areas of interest. If you want to go to old school maps and things like that, and to actually go to these different destinations of like, oh, did you see this destination of, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj talking? Oh, let's go to that destination and figure out why people are going to that destination and talking about it. I know that in that vein, that has never been done before. And, like I said, my setup is not the best in the world. I don't got no fancy smashy dancy studio. But I recognize this. No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. I put it like this to all content creators, whether you're starting out or you're at where I'm at right now. I'm speaking to those people because people who have made it, and it is what it is with them. Do not allow your setup to determine how you set up. I'm going to say that again. Do not allow your setup determine how you set up. Basically, what am I saying to you? Do not allow your setup of your studio and your lights and your this and your that and your third dictate how you should set up yourself as a content creator, as a personality, and as a voice on YouTube. Because here's the thing. Even with all the trappings, even with all the resources, even with all the mechanisms, if that quality of who you are ain't right, then your setup ain't gonna be right. Look, it's almost like putting lipstick on a pig. Just because you put lipstick on a pig doesn't mean it's not still a pig. So worry about how you set yourself up as a person in your content before you worry about the setup of how things look. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear that. Isn't it funny how we need to take our own advice? Cheryl, not you shading. Well, I mean, it's shade to others if it's the truth, but but it's true though, and I'm saying that as helpful advice. You know what I mean? Because when I first got started with YouTube, I'm like, oh, good Lord, all these people doing these vlogs and stuff. I'm just like, I don't want to have my calendar be filled with content. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute, I'm doing social commentary. I'm just giving my take, moving on, and like, oh, okay, well, just go live, do your topics, basically basically have an idea of what you're going to say and rest in that until you come on live. And the magic sauce of this show is, by the time you see those topics, you're going to know I have something to say. You just don't necessarily know what I'm going to say. And listen, I think that's the magic sauce of this show, is that Braylon's going to have something to say. You just don't know how it's going to come out. And like I said with the 901 videos, damn it, it's 901. You saw the thumbnail, and damn it, you know why you're here. And I feel like it's the same thing for live. It's 6 p.m. You saw the thumbnail, and damn it, you know why you're here. Or it's 11 a.m. You saw the thumbnail, and damn it, you know why you're here. Because I think people are attracted to this. Listen. Praise be unto God, who is able to keep you from falling. And you know what it is, Nikki News? I think that everything that has been said, I think people have been curious about it, and they've seen for themselves. And I think that's why they're subscribing. Because as other people have told other people about this store of soul, they don't realize I'm the store owner and I am in control of the inventory. And that's what they fail to realize. And so when you are in control of your inventory, I think that's why the other people who talk about me get pissed off. Because it's like, damn. He's still going. Yes, because I come from a background of radio and television. Radio taught me my voice. Television taught me how to control, and the marketplace taught me how to diversify myself. I come from a background in Jesus' name. Yes. Amen. I come from a background where this is what the hell I do. So you're surprised that it is so put together. You are surprised that it's so professional. You are surprised that the viewership is there. Because I know what I'm doing. Meanwhile, y'all don't. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Like, because honestly, like, when you see, all right, Nikki News, enjoy Jason's Deli and love you very much. I'll see you back here tonight at 6:00. We're doing, that's not Married. We're doing Married to Medicine tonight at 6 p.m. part 1. So I watched it this morning before coming on here. I have it for y'all. So, and like I said, when this intro comes up, hang on, where is it? Love you as always, Nikki. You know that. Like I said, when this intro comes up, you know you are in for a good time when you see this car going down into this portal of possibilities. When you see this car go into the portal of possibilities, you know it's going to be a good time. And I am so glad that I am able to bring that to y'all, because honestly, I truly feel, and I didn't feel this before because I was just getting started, but I think as I have evolved in my assessment, I really do think that this show has become a great equalizer in the love and marriage Huntsville sector. I really mean that. And that is no disrespect to any other content creators in this sector who cover love and marriage Huntsville, because I'm going to just be real. I love everybody because they do give an effort, but that doesn't mean I have love for everybody. I do have love for the fact that you're doing it, but I don't have to necessarily get along with everybody. You know what I mean? But And that doesn't mean that I don't wish you well. I just know who I support, who I care about, who I invest in. And we gotta stop thinking that just because somebody doesn't support you that doesn't mean they don't want you to be well. Because here's the thing. In the words of Life Jennings, when the rim stops spinning, all those gold digging women disappear, she'll still be here. YouTube is not going to matter at the end of all of our lives. You know what I mean? It will be a very interesting note in the program of that. Oh, this person had this YouTube channel. They had 10 million subscribers, and and listen, I believe that people who really care would show up. So I do believe that there are some channels that their subscribers would show up, but really, those people will probably care the most that their family and their actual friends have shown up, right? So everything is in the eye of the beholder. So anyway, that is our show, y'all. At this point, I'm just kind of talking to talk, but I really wish everybody well, because guess what? Life is bigger than YouTube, and higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. And finally, just recognize, like, the energy that you're giving, is it helping you rise up or is it helping you fall down? Use that as a barometer, and I promise you, you probably will be farther ahead than you think. So with that being said, enjoy the fireworks for the day that is coming your way. It is 56 minutes after the hour. Glad to have all of you here. I will see y'all tonight at 6 p.m. We're going to be reviewing Married to Medicine Part 1. And y'all, it was Part 1 for a reason. I didn't really feel any energy from it, but you guys asked for it, so hey, I'm giving it to y'all tonight at 6 p.m. One love, much love, all love. Enjoy the fireworks. Bye. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, between time, if you're looking for something to do, something to watch after this, one thing, can you do a show, how to get to Nubian? Absolutely. You know what? Let's do that tonight. If you're down for it, I will do that tonight. I will do that tonight on showing you how to get to Nubian. We can do that tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let me ask you, do you mind if I showcase that during Married to Medicine, or do you just want a whole separate show? Because I don't mind doing a whole separate show for it. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple, but I don't mind doing it. So. I love it, beautiful people, at 6 p.m. Yes, indeed. By the way, if y'all are looking for something to do after watching this great show, here's a network that you guys can watch. Roll it.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a Black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of Black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
And it really is what you want to watch. Okay, I'll do that tonight, Cheryl Rose. As soon as we get done with the review, it probably won't be too long, because let me tell you something, Sharnita's World had more energy than this part 1 of the reunion. And for those of you going to say, well, Sharnita's World is a slow show. It's the first season, you all, okay? You probably didn't know everybody in Married to Medicine when it first got started. All these reality shows that people make their whole YouTube channels about, you probably didn't know everybody in the first season, in the first episode, so calm the hell down. Jesus Christ. Y'all will support trash, but y'all won't support no treasure. Ain't that a damn shame? Anyway, we'll do that tonight, show. Lord help. By the way, love y'all. I value, I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the fireworks. I'll see you all tonight. Bye.